Yep, yep. All right, get down with the get down. We are under the groove where everything is above board and solid, where we focus on the focus, where we see no evil, hear no evil, and certainly speak no evil. This is touching bases with the people, so let's get down with the get down, as the t-shirt says, people. Um, we are here. I had a couple of things I wanted to bring up today. One is concerning this new proposal that Trump is putting on the table concerning the inner cities of this country. And most of the inner cities, as we all know, are populated mostly, well, not mostly, but large contingencies of the Black race are in these inner cities. So he's talking about bringing in the military. He's going to bring the military into the inner cities and use the inner cities as training grounds for the military. What does that mean for Black folk? And what does he mean training ground? Is this how the Civil War starts? Will it escalate or start from this point or this proposal he's trying to put on the table? I think probably so. This is something we have to be mindful of. We have to really pay close attention to, people, because I don't think he's playing one flying flick. The man is on a mission, and it is, I think, to dismantle anything that have to do with us, and that would include us. Wants to dismantle us and put us in a position where him and people like him feel safe again. That's part of making America great again, people. That proposal, bringing the military into the inner cities and using the inner cities as training ground for the military, is some cold stuff. I saw the whole thing, and I heard him out of his mouth. I heard it out of his mouth. Los Angeles, Detroit, Chicago, New York, all the places, like I said, where supposedly Black crime reigns, or where Blacks are threatening the lives and livelihoods of other people. This is something that we have to really, really be mindful of. And even if he's just is hyperbole, or he's just speaking out the side of his neck, we still have to want to prepare. You want to prepare for that type of get down, because like I said, I think that from that you'll have a civil war. That's my take on it. That's my take on it. He has his Secretary of Defense, Hedge Pet. He's on the military now. He's trying to get rid of all fat soldiers, generals on down. He wants a different military. So not just in physical shape, but I tend to wonder also in color. You know what I mean? Does he want a white military, that's going to do everything they're told to do? See, that's what soldiers do. They follow orders. Very few will, buck the system, so to speak. But we have to get ready for this stuff, man. I think this is something that it could be detrimental to us. I mean, it's already bad. We've been through a lot. We've survived a whole lot, and we probably will go through a lot more and survive a lot more. Yet and still, I think it would be wise of us to prepare for this get out that Trump is talking about. Now, he's saying that. The Israeli government is saying what they're saying. You put that stuff together, man, it's going to add up to one thing: war on the Black race here in the United States. Our country. This is ours. And they're trying to find a way to wrestle that from our hands as well. I don't feel how they're going to do that, because everything that mostly everything they use or come to use as a part of their daily lives was created and invented by us, our people. So yeah, for those who is hearing this dialogue right now, this conversation, let's get into the chat and let's talk about this. Where the group at, man? Let's talk about what Trump has in store for the inner cities. Now, that being said, there's another thing I wanted to discuss, and we can go back to this Trump thing in a few minutes. Um, the other thing I want to talk about is our Black excellence and our overstanding our true place as human beings in the world. All right. And what our true meaning and place in the world represents for others. See, I said the other night, in fact, I said it a week ago, that we, the Black people, the Solon, we, as a lot of other races see us, but some won't admit it, some will, we are the saviors of the world. We're going to be the saviors of the world. People are depending on us to save the world. They see it as such. They see it like this. No one has fought against the government or those in power who's had power, since the United States was established and became this republic, harder than the Black man and woman. No one. No one. No one has withstood has withstood all that's been thrown at us. No one can relate to this, man, better than us. So this is why they look at us the way they do. And in terms of saving civilization, saving the world, saving the people of the world, they look to us to do this. I really think that I feel it in my soul that that's the case. I think though some of the issue with that is a lot of us don't understand our role for real. We don't really understand our role. We are the saviors. Now, if it rings true of what is said in terms of religious texts and so forth, that we are in the image of God, us, then I think it's a valid point to say then that we are the saviors. We are the ones, what I'm saying, willing, what I'm saying, to go through these trials and tribulations and, still stand at the end, or still be standing as a result of all the atrocities, all the, injustices, anything you can label that we've been through that has been negative, that has been, something that no other race can actually point to and say, hey, we survived that too. That makes us the ones, I think, that makes us the ones who are able, who are fit, who have the experience to fight to save the human race. Let's put it like that. All right. So I see the chat is starting to get up and running. The group is tapping in. I will repeat some of what I said for those who come later. Listen, man, we have to prepare. We have to prepare. And we have to do it in such a way. I think that, yeah, we want to focus on those things that are important for us to focus on, those things that are going to get us to where we need to be. That said, I said that to say this. We have a situation in our communities that would be contrary to what we talk about, contrary to what we discuss, contrary to our ideologies in terms of unity, blackness, black power, power in the people, power to the people. There's something going on in the communities that points in another direction, that issue. Let's be more specific. Those issues concerning gang activity, man, is one of the main issues we have to confront and deal with. Now, that being said, I also understand that sometimes some things have to run their course. I think that's just a part of life as well. Some things have to run their course. Now, I propose that, we've said this, we've talked about this many times, we save who we can, we save who we can, and then we try to save those who don't think they need saving. We do the work. All right. But for those who, aren't interested or whatnot, or whatever the case may be, you know, there'll be a time. I think they'll come to terms with the reality, man, of what our purpose is really about. And again, I think our purpose is to save the world. We are the saviors of the world, man. And it's like we're the only ones who don't really get that. Most races, most other ethnic groups get that. And they look to us for that support. They look to us to be saved. For example, the thing with the Mexicans, the immigrants, that's a prime example of how other races see us. They know they need us. They know they need us better than we know that they need us. You know what I mean? And I get why some of them felt offended. The blacks know this shit. The blacks then fought these people. When the blacks, get involved, things change. So I get it. They felt not necessarily betrayed, but let down. Again, that's only because we're not understanding our roles as human beings. As human beings, we are the saviors of the world. We got to get to that, man. But first, we need to try. We need to make the attempts to save our own before we can save anybody else, because we're going to need each and every one of us, I think, to get this thing up and running, or to have in place such an apparatus, such a unified front, something that consists of nothing but black unity first. If we don't have that, man, yeah, we'll be basically fighting for naught. We won't reap the desired outcome of what we need, or what we're pushing towards, in terms of having for us, each and every one of us. If we don't get it together, we don't understand what our real purpose is, man. It's like, hey, we're just doing something, man, for the time being. It would be almost like a waste of time. It would be almost like a waste of time. All right, chat. Group, I see you guys. I say, hey, what it do, LA Aboriginal? Peace and love to the Divine Nine tribe. There you go. Divine, man. We got to understand, man, who we are, man. I mean, it's in our DNA. It's in the records, man. It's in the annals of human history, who we are. We haven't been made privy to that. That's what the case is. I think that's what the case will continue to be until we get of mind and say, okay, man, we need to know everything we need to know in order to combat all that we know is wrong, evil, and ill, not just towards us, but everybody else. Like I say, people look for us to save the world. First, we got to save ourselves, though. We got to get it together. Damu Robbins, man, how you doing, bro? Say UTG Big Bub, salute right back, man. Salute right back. I see you in this get down. You got to get down with the get down. We got a t-shirt too, people. See, this is one of them. I like this. It's a nice shirt. Nice shirt. I like it. I like it. Get down with the get down. The only way we're gonna be able to do that is we focus on the focus. What's our focus, man? Getting ourselves together so we can help to get each other together, so we can support one another to be together, be right. We have to focus on that focus. Raymond Skull, what it do? Greetings right back to you, bro. Peace and blessings to the group. Peace and blessings to you as well. Hey, you brothers, hit that like, man, that like button. You share, man, and please comment. And if you haven't already, subscribe if you see fit. All right. Peace and blessings to you, though, Raymond. Good to see you up in the get down again, bro. Good. Los Angeles Aboriginal said our indigenous American numbers drastically fell when they came with the European virus diseases, but we still fighting to this day. I mean, that's another thing. Like I said, I watch other channels. I don't watch the stuff, that, let's be honest, let's be straight up. A lot of brothers and sisters watch, you know what I'm talking about. I've been watching stuff lately that deal with other races talking about us. It's more like they're waking up a little quicker than we are, But the fact of the matter, in terms of what your comment is saying, is, hey, man, they've thrown everything at us, including the kitchen sink, I might add. Everything, you name it, they've thrown it at us. Yet here we are. We still rise, man. We are still rising. So you gotta know that they're thinking in terms of, okay, something more drastic, something more drastic. They're thinking, okay, let's take off the kid gloves because everything we did up to this point, it didn't suffice. It didn't get the job done. It hasn't broken them. I think that's really what they're thinking about. Like, damn, it didn't break them, you know. But yeah, the disease, man, the disease of them people, man, I'm telling you, is the worst disease of all. Not just the physical viruses and these diseases, all the stuff you know, they've given us, man. They tested on us, man. Here we are. All right. But the worst disease from them is them. Straight up. Straight up, man. Michelle Hall, she said it's oppressive and threatening. We have to get ready because it's coming. True that. We- Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's your response. I get it. Yeah. Her response was in her reply, or her comment was in response to a statement I made about Trump proposing to bring the military into the inner cities and use said militaries in the inner cities, or use the inner cities as training grounds for the military. My question is, so what does that mean for black folk? You know, I went on to say that I think that would be the spark that lights the fire. I think from that, if that occurs, and I'm pretty sure he's dead set on that, that's going to kick off the Civil War. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. All right. But hey, man, it is oppressive, and it's threatening. Yeah, that's a out and out threat right there. That is directed purely at black folk. See, because I think they're not worried about nobody else. Nobody else being able to sustain what they throw at them. We are the proverbial thorn in the side. You know, we are the thorn in their side, y'all. That's real spit, man. And they are gonna, or they're trying to figure out something to get rid of us. Like I said, they didn't throw everything at us, including the kitchen sink. None of it has diminished us. None of it has made us bow down, fold, or buckle. We still rise. It's about to get drastic. That's all I'm suggesting. That's all I'm implying. And if that's the case, brothers and sisters, look, man, whatever issues we think we have with each other will pale in comparison when they bring, or when he's going to get the thumbs up to do that. Supreme Court is going to back him. Watch. But when that happens, any issues we might have about one another, any hate we have for self and others, man, anything that we're doing to each other, man, will not compare to him bringing the military in and giving them the okay, the green light to take the gloves off. Let's put it like that. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming, man. So we need to prepare. That's all I'm saying. Food, clothes, and shelter, man. Understand food, clothes, and shelter first and foremost. Then understand, man, defense has to be, you have to know how to defend yourself, man. You know, um, it's just like, when, like recently, and I don't know if anybody's been checking it out, down south, man, they finding these brothers, man, strung up in trees, man. This is some recent stuff, man, and it barely get, the attention it needs. But my point is this, man. I for me, I can't comprehend how brothers, I don't know, man. It might be something else going on that make a brother drop his guard or whatever the case may be. But I can't fathom not understanding I'm in a situation I'm not gonna hang around certain people, you know what I mean, without, first having some kind of security on me, some type of deterrent, you know what I mean? And even if I ain't packing, I got a screwdriver in my pocket or a knife, man, I'm fighting tooth and nail, man. I'm fighting tooth and nail, man. It ain't gonna be, you can't just lynch me, string me up, man, and hey, and you can, whoever bring me down from that tree couldn't tell that I was in a fight for my life. You did? Ain't no way. Ain't no way, man. So again, man, I'm saying that to say this, man. Beware. Beware, man. Beware. You know, don't don't trust him. I don't care if he got a badge. Don't trust him. Don't trust him. Y'all got to start, thinking in terms of defense and thinking in terms of, self-preservation. But again, it's coming down the pipes. We need to get ready. Food, clothes, and shelter should be first. People, man, with the ability, with the wherewithal to get these things in order should start. It's just good to have it. It's a good practice, man, to have it, And then black folk, man, got to start learning, weaponry. You have to, you know, stop wasting these bullets, man, on each other. Having this target practice on each other, man. You got to learn weaponry, man, so that you know how to protect yourselves, man, because it's coming. And they're going to use the military. That's the KKK now. Straight up. That's the KKK now, man. Got the backing of the president. All right. So, yeah, it's oppressive. The statement he made is oppressive and threatening. We need to prepare, man. Virgo Perspective Pod, Zone 25 Gaming, Baltimore in here. What's up, OG? There it is, man. That's a new one. Baltimore up in this get down, y'all. Baltimore, beware, man. Because he mentioned y'all too. He's talking about bringing the military into the inner cities. And the inner cities become training ground or training grounds for the military. What does he mean? That don't sound like that would bode well for us. What, you bringing Hummers and tanks up in here? What? Why? Why? Yeah. Again, the revolution will not be televised. Prepare, people. But hey, man, it's good to see you up in here. Virgo Perspective Pod, / Zone 25 Gaming, man. Power in the people, man. Peace and blessings to you. You're more than welcome to get in on this get down, man. On this get down, this is where we touch bases with the people. All right, with the people. And we keep everything above board here. No disrespect, man. People that's our group that's in here, bro. We chop it up. We have discussions. You'll see it. They debate, and they might agree to disagree, but it's all respectful and it's all love, man. We're doing it to unify with one another. So you're more than welcome to join this group or this chat / group, brother. Welcome. This is touching bases with the people. Jabarni, man, what it do? He said, blessed night, big bub. And the good people in the group, man. Likewise. It's good to see you up in this get down, bro. As always. I don't know if you heard what I started out talking about, but the truth of the matter is, man, we actually, I don't know, the time is now. The time is now, man, for us to get it together. The time is right now. It ain't tomorrow. It's not next year. It's now. It's now. Because there's going to be some stuff in the next 3 years. Some of us, because we aren't paying attention, we're not focused on the focus, going to be scratching our head like monkeys. And you don't want to look stupid. Not only you don't want to look stupid, you don't want to get caught in that rapture. You know what I mean? You want to be able to fight for your life. So let's get it, man. Let's get down with this get down. One time for your mind. All right, good to see you back in this get down one time for your mind. He said, can LA Ron speak for out of town Hoovers, even though he's 7'6" East Coast? All right. Somebody sent me the link to the Gumby interview with the loved one from Fort Worth. All right. I keep, above board. All right, we keep it above board. I told him I'm not gonna look at it. Right. I went today and I looked at 5 minutes of it, and that part that you spoke of was what I heard. That's when I cut it loose. This is game talk, man, right? And I would like to say, just straight up, man, that's not something we want to have to, we want to discuss. Now, if you're asking Bub, as a former Hoover, whatever the case may be, I'll tell you straight out, nah, man, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. All right. Straight up, man. He knows it. Again, if you go back and watch some of my first episodes, in fact, it was maybe my second episode when I started this podcast, I made that statement, that, I'm from Hoover, and East Coast just happened to be the example I used. I'm from Hoover. It would be a violation for me to speak about Hoover East Coast or East Coast business. I'm out of line. So I would never do that, Brothers know, man. Brothers know, man. If you in that lifestyle, that culture right there, man, you know better, So I'm gonna leave it at that. I said what I said, and it's, it's been recorded. Brothers know better. You're not supposed to do that. All right. So let's move on from that. Well, let me say, since I'm talking about it, what brothers should be talking about, what brothers should be discussing is how to unify, how we can unify, man. And forget all that jargon, man, that mumbo jumbo, man, about gang this, gang that. What about black this and black that? What about come together? What about, hey, man, let's exercise, man, this know-how to unify, because we know how to unify. We just ain't doing it. Brothers with certain platforms or certain brothers, man, with a certain following, man, have an obligation, not just to the community they hail from, but to the people. They have an obligation to the people, man, to bring solid stuff to the table. What's solid about that? What's solid about that? Why is that conversation, even on the internet? Why are brothers having these conversations, man? It don't make sense. I can tell you one reason why, because them people listen to this shit. So you got Joe Blow name up in this shit, in these gang politics. Hey, man, that take it down. You can take a hit for that. You know what I mean? Well, come get it, brother, man. And, hey, man, we're gonna just we figure out what's going on. You this, you that. Brothers need to get out of that light, man. Get out of that light, man. Enough is enough of that, bro. Why aren't they on these get-downs talking about, man, unifying? Why is that the topic? Knowing damn well, man, it is not beneficial to us, not one iota. We get nothing from it. I don't, come on, man. For real. All that does is lead to more mess. And we got enough mess around us. What's wrong with brothers, man? Where that seemed to be the thing that really get them off. Rather or other than coming together. That go for the East Coast, the Hoovers, the 60s, the neighborhoods, the 90s, the Swans, the Brims, the Denver Lanes. Hey, man, y'all not thinking, man. And especially brothers who are older, who's supposed to have not just an experience in this culture or that culture, but knowledge and understanding how one's supposed to carry himself after the fact, after it's been 4 decades, or you've been 4 decades in this, 5 decades in this. Where's the growth and the maturity? Where's a sense of obligation to your people, your community, to do better, to live? That shit don't do nothing, man, for nobody, man. It just don't. Straight up, man. And this coming from me. I gang bang. It don't serve no purpose, man. Not one that's worthwhile. Because like I said, man, y'all got to think, man. If Trump is saying the military, this, that, and the third is coming to the inner cities, these streets we claiming ain't gonna mean jack. Already don't mean jack. Like I say, they don't pay, man, ain't paying nobody's bills, man. Somebody gets shot, man, they ain't got insurance, man, health coverage, man. Well, brothers can't even come together, man, to get him. I pay for an operation. So he got to get a third rate, his care, his medical care, man, is actually going to be second, third rate. Not necessarily to save his life, but brothers ain't got enough to say, oh man, we're going to take care. Something happened to whoop, whoop. All right, let's pay his bill, his hospital bill. Let's help him get the right type of medical attention he needs so he can survive. This gang shit don't pay for nothing. It don't pay for nothing, man. There are only two outcomes, man. Truly. Only two. Only two. All right? One you don't come back from, and another one you may not come back from, depending on how much time they want to put you, how long they want to put you up on the shelf. Let's be real, man. Let's be real, especially like I said, those brothers who know the ins and outs of this stuff, who done seen this shit, man, from the day they started to whenever, man, know better, man. It serves no purpose. It doesn't even serve the community you from. It don't. None of these sets own these streets. 1 square block of whatever they claiming don't even own the strip malls they hang in or the liquor stores they go by they drinking blunts from. This gangbanging shit don't pay rent. It don't pay mortgage. It don't pay a car note. It can't pay for tuition, college tuition for your kids. Most of them have children. Come on, man. Now you want to talk about something, man. Talk about that, man. Talk about that. That go from my homie, man, to any other homie. This shit don't make no sense, man. At what point enough is enough? Y'all getting on the internet talking yin yang, man. That shit is stupid, man. Straight up. It's stupid. Straight up, man. Nobody, come on, man. Nah. It's all talk. It's all show. It's all show. Trust me. Trust me. It's show, man. Ain't real about that like that, man. Because if you was, one of two things would be your reality. You'd be dead or in prison. Straight up. Knock that shit off, man, y'all, man. We need brothers, man, to start focusing on the focus, man. That shouldn't be the focus. Whether L.A. Ron got something to say about Hoover politics, Hoover business, or whether Five Deuce HCG is incorrect women. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Again, we talking about all of us, man, who are in that shit, that culture, representing something they don't even own. Don't even own it. So, man, nah. On with that stuff, y'all. We supposed to be waking up now. We not supposed to be still stuck in this slumber, man. We sleep, man. We benighted with ignorance and shit, man. This shit is over. It's over. Fuck gang banging, man. Gang banging need to die, man. Like I said, so brothers can live and sisters can live. Mothers and fathers can live. Babies can have their parents, man, when they grow up, man. Parents can watch their children grow up. Shit need to die, homie. Real shit. And I be holding my tongue, man. I be just, in all due respect, man, I be holding my tongue. Some of this shit is just idiotic, man. It makes no sense. None. All dude, every day you dudes is posting this bullshit. L.A. Ron got no, he don't, man. But what's even more profound is the fact that this is what he's talking about. His name getting bought up in some shit This shit is stupid, man. And again, it don't lead to nothing but bullshit. Straight up. You know, that brother might think he's a figure. He might want to respond. What that lead to? Back and forth. That leads to a back and forth that's going to get these podcasts these numbers. But it's creating funk. Because everybody have an opinion. They're going to twist it. The narrative's going to change every hour. It creates bullshit that we don't need. We got enough bullshit in our lives, in our communities. Others on the wrong shit, man. And again, this coming from somebody that know. Come on, man. Faking the funk, man. Quit faking. And you dudes really like that today, man. What you on YouTube for? What you on YouTube for, homie? Get down with the get down. Come on, man. Bullshit. Straight up, man. Straight up. And excuse me, I'm gonna ask the group to excuse me, man, because you know I'm not spazzing out or none of that. Again, man, truth to power, man. I ain't speaking no evil. I don't see no evil, man, and I ain't hearing none. But this shit above board, homie. Straight up. Straight up, man. We need to be focusing on not just surviving and existing, but excelling, man. Let our beings represent who the hell we are, man. Better than we can represent some street we don't own. For real. J Rod, you say I'll tap in again. G2G. Good seeing you get down, J Rod. Appreciate you, bro. Chad sold 2,400 and we still here. I'm telling y'all, man. They even turned game banging on his back and on his neck, and you know, boom. Look, man, this shit is damn near scripted. The wars that we see the youngsters playing out don't even know why they at war. They come up with some shit. Well, she shot, he won't, but they don't even understand how this shit even came to be. Them people knew enough to recognize leaders who would lead profoundly, who would lead, man, in such a way the tables would turn. The focus would be not on us, each other. It'd be on, you know what I mean? That's black power. That's what it does. It spreads, it expands, homie. You know, they had enough wherewithal to say, we're going to take him, and him. And that was from damn near every set, Crip or Blood. And we're going to lock them up. We're going to lock them up. We're going to give them 7 to life on a bullshit robbery. You know what I mean? We're going to lock them up for decades. That way, there's no leadership. You know, there's no leadership, man. There's no structure. And let's see how this shit turn. Let's see if it go bad. Guess what? It went bad. They locked up the first group of the originals, man. Locked them up, man. Every set lost 1 to 2 to 3, 4 loved ones. All the instructors, all the leaders was doing time. Us was left on the streets. We're not thinking. You know, we just for every set, they don't care we the baddest of the bad. You know, we fucked up. But the fact of the matter is, our leadership was gone, man. And these were brothers, man. These brothers, they understood the struggle. See, gangs started, man, not against one another. Black gangs didn't start like that. They started because of white boys who had gangs and want to come and try to terrorize. That's how that shit started, y'all. It was never for us to war against one another, man. But they had enough wherewithal, the authorities, to come and snatch brothers from the streets, man, lock them up and leave these youngsters out here with no structure, with no leadership. They didn't do just one sweep. It was every decade they did 2 or 3 sweeps in a decade. So all the up and coming that was under those they took, they came back, double back, got them too. They did in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. You know, now in the 2000s, they come and get our so-called shooters. I don't care where they from. These are the ones with the heart to go do some crazy shit. They want to get rid of them now too. Because like I said, and I stand on this, our young brothers and sisters in the streets that call themselves gang banging, man, these is our warriors, man. This is our front line. They the front line. Now we got these old brothers, a lot of us are back. I did decades. The other brothers before me, did decades. They all back. Where's the leadership? I don't know L.A. Ron. I don't know the brother. However, hey, man, what kind of leadership is that? I told one individual, man, brothers should know better about talking about other politics they have no involvement in, period, point blank. And if that's the conversation, then another brother that got some, okay, say what you say. And then, by the way, bro, what we going to do about this shit that's going on in our communities, brother? How can we discuss that? How can we fix that? You dudes is leading the wrong shit. Y'all being leaders for the wrong shit. Or trying to be. Fuck that, man. Get this shit together, man. We still here, man. We still here. Even at our own hand, the shit we do to each other, we still here, man. Oh man, this shit, man, this is not. Hey man, look, man, this is providence, man. I'm not trying to upset nobody's cart. I'm not a religious brother per se. I'm more spiritual. I understand energy, man. We are here for a reason other than talking about some street we don't own. Real shit, man. Let's get together, man. That's my advice. That's what I think L.A. Ron and Gumby should be talking about. How do we save our young brothers and sisters in the community? How do we build the community up? How do we begin to understand how to own the places we hang out at, smoke blunts and drink? Come on, man. That's the discussion, man. This other shit is whack, man. And I mean that. It's man, come on, man. Brothers is wasting their energy, man. Anyway. Raymond Skull, what it do, bro? What it do, man? Raymond Skull go on to say, man, we are brilliant people as blacks, yet we're so distracted by inconsequential matters. A reconditioning of the mindset is what's needed for our people. We must reevaluate ourselves on all levels. That part, man. That part. Brothers got to reevaluate what they want to get on this social media thing, man, and talk about. I'm telling you, man, and I know y'all know you're obligated. You're obligated. You should know better. Even if you don't think you're obligated, you should know better. All right? Reevaluation, man. Reevaluation of self, man. Reevaluation of the situation, man. Reevaluation of the circumstances. The reevaluation of issues, man, that affect us every day to bring about something better, man. Reevaluate to bring about something better. To improve your life and the lives of others. That's what reevaluation should be used for. Appreciate that get down though, Raymond. Damu Robbins, man. Damu Robbins says, I feel you 100. I've been in the preparation mode for the last few years. Right. You got the storage full, man. I feel full of what you feel you'll need in terms of survival. Wise, the GW, the GWF, man. I get you, homie. Self-preservation, y'all. That's the first law of nature. That's the first law of nature. And I'm gonna tell you, man, when you don't know no better, you exhibit a lack thereof, a lack of understanding of what self-preservation is. Because you're not self-preserving yourself, or one is not self-preserving when he get up and talk about the shit that we see brothers talking about, man. That is not self-preservation. And if you're saying you're doing it because you're chasing clout or these crumbs in the so-called bag, nah, man, you just a sellout. Straight up. Just a fucking sellout. Brothers is making reservations, man, for one or two things. Having people come lock your ass up or have somebody gun you down. Coldest part about that, it might not even be a brother. They got all kind of shit in games now, y'all. They got some shit, they'll put on some shit look just like me. You did? And do some shit. Has shit going. Come on, man. Self-preservation, first law of nature. You are not self-preserving when we see brothers and sisters are not self-preserving when they do the idiotic stuff or talk about these idiotic issues that they do on social media or anywhere else. Straight up. Yeah. Right back to you, LA Aboriginal. Peace to you as well, bro. Raymond Skull said, I agree with you, bud. Brothers should use these platforms to educate and unite our people. The influence some of us have in our communities, we can also influence change. My point, man, exactly. We got brothers, man. What do they build these followings for? And then not only that, because see, if you build a following, you get this, this X amount of number of people to follow you, to go and look at, that would make you, a leader. Real shit. It will put you in that position, that mindset as leader. You got people following you. You're leading them to what, though? What are you leading them to, bro? They go for all y'all. What are y'all leading them to? Come on, man. You have the influence. Exercise it accordingly. Exercise it properly, man. Exercise it not just for yourself, but for your people. You claim you profess to love your community. Every word out dudes' mouth is on the dead homies, on man, wait, what? Man, exercise your influence, man, appropriately, properly. Have some dignity, man, about yourself, man. Go for you brothers, man, that's doing this shit, man, straight up. Use that influence, this clout you chasing, man, to bring something different to the table. We need leaders, man, real leaders. Step up, man, step out. Just speak up and speak out, man, about this shit, man. We don't need a gang of, we got enough buffoons, man. Enough of this buffoonery, man. Posing and shit, man. All this old weird shit, man. Fuck that. Excuse me, man. Use that influence, man, for something righteous, man. For something righteous, man. Stop diluting and diluting these young minds, man, with this BS, man. It's what you're doing, what you brothers are doing, or you are infecting fresh minds, man, that can lead us, man, to the so-called promised land. You brothers, man, y'all cancers, man. I'm a survivor. Cancer. I was a cancer too. I kicked it. All right. I'm cancer free, homie. No way in the world, man. Utilize that influence, man, for something constructive. For something constructive, man. Straight up. The General Blood. The General Blood. And welcome back, bro. It's good to see you in this Get Down, Blood. He said, speak them facts, homie. Look, man, this shit is in our face, homie. It's in our face. It's in our face, man. I'm saying, man, a lot of us say, I'm pretty sure, damn, man, this some stupid shit. Same shit. The same shit. And then these cats, man, some of them, they go create narratives, man, to create content, to get more followers. Where you leading them to, man? What are you leading them to? All you doing, man, is messing up the minds of the people, man, for real. It's all you're doing. Yeah, feeding them that Jim Jones. You're gonna commit suicide. That's feeding the people suicide, man. Brothers, man. And then they had the audacity, man, to act like you're doing something, like you really saying something, that you somebody. You want to impress real men? If that's your thing, do real man shit. How about that? Do some real man shit, man. Let brothers know, man, this shit whack, man. This shit is dead, man. This shit is no good for no one. Speak truth to power. That's what men do. Man, straight up, man. At Divine Butchie Knox. Peace, Groove. Peace back to you, Divine. Damu Robbins going to say, man, I represent my name and my culture. How my pops first seen his first son rapping. I came home, had 6 kids, bub. Name all of them Swahili names like Pop did me. You feel me, man? See, that's a man on a mission. All right? That's a man on a mission. That's a man that's trying to lead something better, man. To something better. So he's passing jewels, man, to those coming up behind him that he helped birth. He gave life to. That's what men do. Men do that. Men become warriors. It's a purpose being a warrior. Brother's a warrior. And your other dudes is fronting. You fronting. Straight up, man. Hey, Damu Robbins, man, that's how you do the damn thing, man. Represent, man. Do your family proud. You feel me? Do your family proud, man. Do those things that have longevity, Do those things, man, that's going to give those coming up behind you and even those around you, man, reason, Give them, rational, give them integrity, give them principles. Put that in them, man. They're going to grow to be leaders, man, because we need them. We need them. Man, it's a blessing to us to have you here rather than over there watching that BS on social media, man, that, like I said, is being pumped out every day, all day. Every day, all day. Straight bullshit. Straight up, man. So I salute you, bro. You need to, get your medals for that, bro. Michelle Hall going to say, let our light shine brighter than ever. Let's get it together and lead kings and queens. Power is in the people. Facts, man. We got to know, man. Whatever created this. I was saying a minute ago, I'm not religious per se, straight up, man, but I'm a spiritual brother. What I do understand that whatever it was, whoever it is that created this, us, we were chosen. We were chosen. That makes us more than kings and queens. Whoever the Most High is, whatever the energy is, man, we are that. We are of that. That would make us children of God. We're God's children. That would make us gods. Come on, man. Oh man, got to do better, y'all. We have to do better. Damu Robbins, man, go on to say a lot of these dudes ain't leaders, OG, but they're in a position by default. Real spit. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth, man. Michelle Hall going to say everybody ain't fit to lead. Another truth. You could tell by, shit come out people's mouth and how they carry on. You know, you could tell. It's right there in our face. How Snipe, what it do? How you doing, loved one? Good to see you in the group, man. Good to see you in the group. I started out by talking about Trump and what he is. It's a proposal, actually, man. This is on his agenda. And his agenda calls for him bringing the military into the inner cities and use the inner cities as training grounds for the military. He named the cities, all of which black people. From the West Coast to the East Coast, y'all. From south to north. I'm bringing the military up in these cities. Yeah, because we're tired of this. Tired of what? Is he, I'm trying to understand, is he postulating or is he saying that blacks do most of the crimes in the country? And if so, what crimes are those? What crimes are you neglecting to talk about the white people commit? Where the militaries, in those, gated neighborhoods and, all white, cities or whatever the case may be. We know whites commit more crimes than any other race. So to what end are you bringing in the military? I say, should this occur, it will be the spark that kicks off the Civil War. That's what I'm saying. That's going to be the start of the Civil War. And with that, the revolution will not be televised, people. But you know what? You still gonna have idiotic brothers on social media talking about some gang shit. That's what's crazy. See, what Trump talked about doing, I don't think it's crazy. You know what I mean? But it's oppressive and it's threatening. But it's not crazy. No. He's talking about his agenda. We're trying to get some shit done, And I'm willing to wager, man, should this thing occur, you still gonna have brothers on social media with the idiocy. I bet you, man. I bet you. See, because most of them ain't aware of what's going on anyway. They're not focused on the focus. They wouldn't recognize warfare, man. Their idea, concept of warfare is airplanes and warfare come in all stages, different stages, man, forms and fashions. Be economic, it could be societal. It comes in all forms and fashions. We're in war now, and look what they're doing. We're at war now. Make no mistake about it. War is being waged against us as I speak. And look what's happening. Look at what brothers are doing. Come on, man. For real, for real. Man. Raymond Scholes said a profound statement at Damu Robbins. Yeah, it was, bro. A lot of these dudes ain't leaders, OG. but they're in a position by default. We're the real brothers that really understand what leadership is, man. Understand what unity is. Understand, man, when, their family, themselves even are in danger or in the line of danger, man. See, those are the guys that know how to prepare. Those are the guys that know how, to counteract shit, Where they at? Where are they? Where are they? Got these buffoons on here, man. And they don't even understand they working for the people, man. Again, man, it's cold, man. It's cold, but it's a harsh reality, but it's real. Don't even understand they working for the people, man. In more ways than one. But so we talked about that, man, this Trump idea, this game plan he has actually to do that, man. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So that being said, I say also on the other side of that, there's us. There's us. And even for those who want to be buffoons or, want to, continue to do the things they're doing, that they know, man, they have conscience. They have conscience. Creates or is detrimental to the community, man, and the individuals in the community, man. Even they know there's a such thing as black excellence. Even they know. They know this. They know that black excellence is a real thing. It exists. That being the case, why do they choose, or why would they choose then to do what they do in spite of? Having this understanding, man, knowing it in your DNA, man, knowing it in your blood, man, that, you're greater than, the sum you put out there for people to see. You know what I mean? Yet you continue to do the things you do. Why? Again, I'm are they selling out knowingly? No, man. Black excellence is a real thing, man. And for me, I was saying earlier, black excellence is a real thing, and understanding our true place as human beings in the world, and what our true meaning and place in the world represents for others. When we get this, man, we gonna be front and center on a whole bunch of stuff, because I'm telling you, what a lot of us don't realize that other people do is that we are the saviors of the world. Peoples of the world are looking for us to save them, man. You know, they know we're anointed, man, as the one, as the people. They know. They want our blessing, man. you know, they want our blessing, man. They want to be able to live too, man. A lot of them that want to see us rise up, not to see us get, be decimated, man, by the powers that be, but they trust and know that when we rise up, nothing's going to be able to knock us down. History shows it. When have they knocked us down? We continue to rise, man, and everything, in spite of everything they've thrown at us. They see black people as unknockadownable, can't knock them down. You cannot knock them down. All over the world, the best of the best have tried to knock us down, and yet we rise. They see that shit, man. They see it better than us. They're looking for us to save the world, man. First, we have to save ourselves, man. We're not here for nothing. All that has transpired and went on, man, not just in our lives, but the lives of those who've gone before us, man, who understood the struggle, man. All this is for a reason, man. Let me put it to you like that. It's all for a reason, man. We're here for a reason other than this buffoonery, man. Again, though, these are just distractions. this too will soon pass. You know what I mean? We gonna like I said, we're gonna bury game banging. So brothers can live, man. That too will pass. We're gonna survive that too, you know. But we have to acknowledge, man, that we are at war. War is being waged against us. And it's been like this for a long time, man. The only way to stop it is to rise up, get our stuff together, man, so that we can prepare to do battle. You know, now when I say that like that, I mean do battle with all the external issues, man, that we're confronted with. It could be miseducation or lack thereof. It could be poverty. You know what I mean? It could be societal, you know, it could be financial, you know. We have to understand this, man. There are wars being waged against us on all fronts. And on some of these fronts, we have our own waging war on us. And yet we rise, you know? So, yeah, the people of the world are looking for us, man. We are the world's savior. We are the saviors of the world, man. Trust that. We got the God gene, man. God damn. We got the God gene, man. Real spit, man. We got to understand, man, our purpose. It's not this buffoonery, man. It ain't it. That ain't it. All right. Real spit, Snipe. Like, share, and subscribe. People, hit that like button again if you can, man. Comment, man. Share this, get down, y'all. And subscribe if you see fit. Here, it's above board, man. Everything is above board. It's respectful, but it's still above board, man. This is where we focus on the focus. This is where we get out with the get out. You know, this is what we do that at. I don't know any other podcasts that have numbers or whatever the case may be, do what we do or talk the way we talk. That has a group chat like ours. If they exist, like I said to people, man, hey, point me to it because I will go and subscribe. I will like, share, and comment. All right? That's the truth. We need more. We need more, man, of this positivity. We need more strength and unity, man. We need more brothers and sisters, man, to exercise their black power, man. That's it. That's it. Facts over feelings, not the double R. I hear you, Snipe. Appreciate that. Pope Mitchell, what it do, Pope? You said, what it do, bub? Just got home, man. But whatever I miss, I know I'll catch up on. As usual, love to the group and to UTG. Love to you as well, bro. Like I said, it's always a pleasure to see you and get down with us, man. It's always a pleasure to see the brothers and sisters coming in this get down and have the discussions we have, because I'm of the mind that it sticks. You know, it sticks. It does not have to be something I'm saying per se. It could be something that the group is saying that sticks. And it sticks in such a way, you know, you want to get it off you just to share it though, you know. That's what this get out about, man. All right. Gerald Parker, salute, brother. Much love, bud. Right back to you, bro. Right back to you, man. Good to see you and to get out again as well. Yeah, I don't, I had a moment. I wouldn't call it spazzing out because, like I say, it's still about respect. I'm gonna continue to respect brothers, even though there are times a lot of brothers don't deserve respect, man. Let's be real, you know. But I'm gonna do that because I think, you know, I want mine to be right. You know what I mean? I want my respect, man. My respect, my own energy to be right. You know, we're gonna speak truth to power. We're gonna keep things above board here, you know. Like I say, man, this is where everything is above board and it's solid. We're gonna speak truth to power. We need to come together and get this thing right, man, because these people ain't playing with us. And it's a shock that brothers don't see it. Brothers don't see it. I was just as much game banger as the game banger. Trust me. But I see it. I see it, man. It's foul, man. It's foul. But it's done, man, to keep us. It's done, man, to weigh us down, to keep us from rising. That's why it's done. All right? That's why it's done. Also, as Aboriginal, again, you say all we got to do is focus on doing and being ourselves. That's it. That's it. And I'm gonna tell you, man, once we get past a lot of the mumbo jumbo out there, the distractions, our true selves will become this natural thing. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna do it because you done got rid of. Once you get rid of the distractions, you can then become who you truly are. That light that shine brightly, you know. Blackness shine. Don't care what nobody say. I'm looking at my face now, shine. You know, you don't know no other race shine. We shine. We energy, man. We are power. That's the power. Yeah, man, can't nothing do us, man. But us. We got the God gene, man. We not allowing the God gene to do its work because we didn't allow others to infiltrate, and really, man, corrupt our souls, our spirits. It's part of the problem. All right? Part of the problem. Poke Mitchell Podcast said, the God gene. You right about that. Subscribe and like. Get down with the get down. Love it. It is what it is, bro. And this is what we have to accept about us, who we are. We come from God's, man. Whoever the Most High is, whatever the energy, the power is that created us, we come from that. That makes us that. That makes us that, period, point blank. The DNA speaks for itself, man. Don't nobody have what we have. Damn the word blessed. Damn fortunate. We are chosen. We were chosen. Don't nobody else got it. Don't nobody else got it. We give some of it to them. Whoever gave it to us said, okay, now y'all give a little bit to them, but they not gonna have whatever they, him, I gave y'all. Chosen. People know it too, man. We seem to be the only ones don't know we come from God. It's some crazy stuff. Everybody know it. They know it's something. You got other people, Europeans, claiming to be us, the chosen. And they can only do that, man, because we aren't focused on the focus. We not with the get down, man. We not getting down with the get down, bro. This is why a lot is happening to us. And it's supposed to happen, You part of our trials and stuff, and tribulations, man. We have to earn our God-like status. I can walk around all day and say I'm a God, but if I don't carry myself like one, that doesn't make me, me, because I act like it don't make me a God. I have to know what that is, man. I have to function from that, man. That's what we have to do. If we not functioning off that God gene, man, we slipping, And why we're in the wilderness like this, man. We haven't been forsaken. If we've been forsaken, shit, we'd be dead by now. We've been wiped off the face of the earth hundreds of years ago. Straight up. And if not that, we be in a more serious stage of bondage than we know our ancestors being in. Now, don't get it twisted. We are still slaves to an extent. Only way to beat that, man, is to know who you are, know what you come from. Hey, man, hey, we be of gods, man. That's just real spit. All right, let me get this get out, man. Let me get this get out, man. Y'all got to know though, man. And we got to share the knowledge. We have to educate one another, man. We have to educate one another, man. All these brothers in these streets and these sisters in these streets, and we carrying on the way we carrying on against each other. We trying to kill off the God gene, man. We helping them to kill us off. Like I said, man, again, they can't do it. They've tried. Then threw everything at us, man, including the kitchen sink. So guess what? They said we're gonna have them do it to each other. We're gonna, do a little, we're gonna aid the process a little bit. Put shit in their food, put shit in their weed, put shit in their alcohol, put shit in the atmosphere. We're gonna turn down their frequency. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, look, the energy, man, speaks for itself, man. These people know better than us. Come on, y'all. It is what it is, but listen, it doesn't have to be that way. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right? That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, man, the God gene, y'all. Comedic aesthetics up top to you as well, bro. Good seeing you get down. Appreciate it as always. As always, all right? Hoover Snipes says, man, we make this world go round. We the ones. They speak on every day, but we're not paying attention. We too busy arguing who we are and who we aren't. Lost souls. We're in the wilderness. Listen, you got a grand point, Snipe. Excuse me, y'all. I said, and I'll repeat, and others have said, and they will continue to repeat as well. This world, can't nothing happen in this world without us. Truth to power, man. Truth to power. This world would not be what it is if it weren't for us. In spite of everything they've taken us through, we still contribute to this world, to the civilizing of this world. We brought the technology to these people so that we can interact just how we are right now. That's us. We did this. Cell phones, all this shit, man. We did this. Computers. Without us, the world would go, well, you know how we found them, right? We found them in the dark. That's right where they'll go back. They'll be right back in the dark without us, man. Let's shed some light on the world, man. It's our time, man. It's now. It ain't next. It's right now, man. Let's find our souls, man. Let's stop selling our souls, man. Let's reclaim our souls. Let's find ourselves, man. That's our work. That's our work, man. That's what we're supposed to do. Straight up. Comedic says, man, the greatest wealth is health and know thyself. That's real, man. See, when we know, ain't nothing nobody can say to us or do to us. Nothing. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't stick. When you know what you're supposed to know, when you know what you know, nothing can overcome you. Now imagine us individually knowing what we're knowing and knowing where we come from, who we are, and what we're supposed to represent and what we're supposed to bring, to the masses outside of this melanin, the melanated people, so to speak. Hey, man, once we know all this, man, stopping us, man. I mean, the universe now becomes ours. We know what we know. When we know what we know, we shut it all down, man. And we'll be the real representatives, man, of our maker. Whoever and whatever that might be. will be the real representatives, man. And the people of the world, man, will, and I don't want to sound arrogant or anything else. I was about to say, well, bow down. We don't want that. We never been like that. You know, races of people come around us say, man, we get out, we get out, man. We welcome to, you know, you ain't got to submit to us. We know we the shit. You know, you know, we're going to do what we're supposed to do, man. And it's going to be the way it's supposed to be. And we know, but we got to get to the know. We got to get to the know, man. Comedic going to say, those who are woke don't choke. Brothers and sisters are waking up now. All right. Hey, man, again, for me, if I'm on social media, I I delve into, I indulge 99.9% of number positivity and black consciousness, black youth. It's all I mess with, man. A brother sent me something the other day um, that had Huey Newton on some program, man. And he was talking about dialectic materialism. All right. Yeah, blew my mind too. I had to recall when I seen that word or when I read it, it was years ago. But I want to send a link to that because me trying to express it, explain, I might butcher it. And I don't want to do that. I love for the people to get it from the brother's mouth, man. You know. I sent that to you. Huey Newton talking about dialectical materialism. The word though it was coined by Marx, who was a communist or socialist, whichever. So um, again, through my studies, I learned, don't turn down knowledge or education because it wasn't you or it wasn't written by somebody like you. Always read it, try to get an understanding, see what you can extract from it that can help you, bring you along a better you, improve you. So I got to the conclusion though about that system, political system, and those individuals, Engel, Marx, Stalin, all them, them dudes was some foul dudes too. Straight up. They was foul dudes too. And there are parts in that what he was talking about in terms of dialectical materialism that I didn't agree with. I do agree with though the energy, our energy, um, that energy that we're connected with in the atmosphere and everything around us, all the radio, all the waves, all this is a part of us. We're a part of it. I trust that what's supposed to happen is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It ain't gonna be a coincidence, or some just by happenstance. It just no. It's in the atmosphere. You know what I mean? So the point though that the brother Huey was making, and he said this to other revolutionaries that, hey man, we can't necessarily see. We all have a tendency or to want to change people's minds, direct them in a direction that's you know um, that we tend to think is best for them, or for the betterment of the collective, or whatever the case may be. But his argument was that is something we're not supposed to do. We're supposed to allow what's going to take place, and I understand that. Like I said, I'm more spiritual, I'm on a spiritual tip and about energy than anything else. I trust that. So we could speak to the brothers, we can, hey man, but it's not about making anyone do anything, because what's going to happen is going to happen regardless, whether they in or not, some things have to run its course. So I get that. I'm gonna find that link and post it now. That way, I did send it to you though. And I hate doing this when the group is up in here and there's a lot going on. To you, I don't think. Okay, I know what to do. Hold on. Oh, my bad. The loved one sent it to me. The loved one sent it to me. Coco sent it to me. All right, here you go. I need this. I need this link right here, Fadia, please. No, that's for that. Here you go. I hope that's it. No. Say again. Okay, okay. Let me find it first. Then. I know it's in here. 1 second, people. 1 second. Oh, he get it from a different phone. That's why I'm okay. I got it right. I'm like, who's this, man? He's in my other situation. I'm like, okay, all right. Da. 1 second, y'all. I think it's imperative that I find this and share it with you. Oh shit! You got to be kidding me. Uh, Here, do me a favor, would you? Go through this. Is it this one? For sure. Hold on. Is that it? No. I'm sorry. It's on phone number, and just go through them, please. All right. All right. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize for that. I need to find this link because I want to put it in the chat and let y'all go check out what Huey was saying about dialectical materialism, to see if y'all got what I got from it. You know, and they had that discussion. That's Texas, right? There you go. Damn, how'd I miss it? All right. No, just give it. Just get. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put that in the get down right now. Do I need to do this HTTPS thing, or I could just go YouTube with the just everything I see? Put it in there. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna send y'all this right quick. And again, that ain't where that go. Hold on. Oh, you can't think here. I'm sorry. All right. All right, here I'm back. I'm back. I found it. Let me get rid of that. Boom. All right. So yeah, that's what it is, man. You know, when we talking about health, wealth, when we talk about excellence, man, we you know, we're talking about us. Us. You know, we're talking about us, man. That's what we should be talking about. We shouldn't be discussing nobody else when it comes to those things. Those things, you know. So let me go on and read some more of these, man. Ed Devon Butchie Knox, he says been working too. Comedic Rome Sun played for the Green Bay Packers. He did his thing in the Dallas game. Yeah, man, Rome Sun getting it in, man. And shout out to Rome and his son, man. Good game. Get it in, man. Represent, man. Look good out there. You know. Come on, man. Oh, you did? Thank you. So the link is in the chat, people. The link is in the chat. All right. Well, Poke Mitchell going to say, Bub, things are happening in the world just as it's supposed to be. Chaos begets chaos. Once everything is on the table, which it is now, eyes are open. A choice has to be made. I'm saying everything's going to happen because that's, I think, the way it's not necessarily scripted or written, but that's the energy. That's the flow of, you know, this thing we call a life cycle, you know. But again, we have a mission. We don't even realize that we have a mission to complete. You know, we don't even realize it, man. Like the brother saying, once we get to understanding the information, the education, the knowledge of self and all that, we're well on our way. The fact of the matter is, or the problem, part of the problem is that there are some who know this better than us. The knowledge of self, the knowledge of us as a collective, as a people, is hidden away. It hasn't been shared with us. They hold the keys to it, and they tuck it intentionally. They know better than us. They've had, man, their top scholars, man, they dissected it. And they're telling these people, hey, man, they might know shit that's written that our people wrote or put down in scribes, man, millennium ago, and say, hey, man, when the stars line up like this and when this go down, beware, because that's when the junction, or that's the juncture where this is gonna happen, and then hey, these people got power. These people got the God gene, or these people are unstoppable, or these people will rise up. I'm just saying, man. Everybody knows it, man. Kemetic going to say, man, we come from the cosmos, consolidated on earth. Re or Ra, member, our ancient, Ra member, our ancient Kemetic consciousness, our frequency is much greater than our African haters. Man, this I'm telling you, man, the energy, man, the frequency. They're trying to interrupt it though. They're trying to not just interrupt it, but intercept it. Again, I saw some stuff, man. These people are melanin. Hey, man, they want edit. They claim, profess it to be magical, a super power. Are melanin. Again, and I asked this question maybe a month or two ago. Well, how do you think they propose to get our melanin? Wait a minute. They want to harness our melanin. They want to use melanin in technology now. And if they're doing that, one, how did they synthesize it? Two, how are they getting it if it's not synthesized? I'm just asking, man. And this is why I say we have to beware. We have to beware, man. We got to be on point, man, because it's real. It's real. All right. That's all I want to say. But yeah, I hear you, Kemetic. Speak truth to power, bro. That's the beauty of the group. That's the beauty of the chat. That's the beauty of touching bases with the people. We're going to get some education up in here, man. And most of this education is going to enlighten the individual as much or as well as it does the collective. So if y'all in here, man, just get it, man. Imbibe on it, man. Get drunk on it. All right. When this is done, we're over, man. Go research it. Some of this stuff is starting to seep through the cracks. You get it? A lot of stuff is now starting to come to light. It's our stuff. The so-called Native Americans just acknowledged the other day that Black people are genuine Cherokee Indians. Now, they're the first to just, hey, and I'm, just publicly, hey, man, for real, they are the ones, What's next? Look, man, again, it's happening right now. It's happening right now, man. It's happening right now. The stars are aligning, man. The planets are coming into alignment, man. You know what I mean? You got energy coming from the sun. It's on its way here. You know what I'm saying? To energize. All kind of shit going on, man. It's some real shit to me, And this is why I say, or this is why we all should say, let's focus on the focus. Let's understand what we're supposed to be mindful of. Let's get involved in that, man. Let's better ourselves. Let's energize. Let's become stronger. Let's augment our strength, man. And by augmenting our strength, I mean, let's come together. Let's come together, man. Ain't no stopping us. Remind me of that song. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the go. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Our time is now. So let's focus on this focus, man. Now, I love the fact this brother come in, man. And I get tongue tied because I don't know if it's an acronym, but it's TIE OGD TV. I've seen you in the chat in the group with the group before, brother. Appreciate you coming back. And let me know if I'm butchering your name, because I swear I hate doing that, man. I hate doing that. But just the fact that you are in here, your presence is in here with the rest of us, is appreciated. And he goes on to say, appreciate your work, soldier. Appreciate hearing that. So let me say something, and I say this to the people because I mean it. There are two types. When it comes to warfare, there are two types of people that are involved in warfare. There is the warrior and there is the soldier. They're two different job descriptions. Let me put it to you like that for each. The warrior has a different job description from a soldier. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with a soldier. I think soldiers can elevate, evolve, or excel to the position of a warrior. That's what I think. Initially, soldiers are followers. Now, I don't have no qualms about followers. I was one. I was one before I even thought that I was somebody or a leader. You know what I mean? I had to follow. There was a pecking order. You dig? I tend to want to think now. I think now that I am a warrior. You know, I'm an individual. I have a cause. There's a cause, man, that I'm obligated to answer. There's a call I'm obligated to answer. All right. I think I'm principled. You know, I love and protect my family to my death. You know, their wellness is my wellness. You know, everything I do, I want to do for my family. You know, I'm a warrior for my family. You know, that's what matters. And my family, I'm not just speaking about my immediate family. I'm talking about my people. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Warriors have causes. My people is a cause I'm willing to stand up for and stand up with. You know, that's what it is. Soldiers, though, take orders. And most times, some soldiers are misled. I've graduated from being a soldier a long time ago, you know, but that doesn't mean I'm not in the position, I'm in a position where I can't learn or I can't take advice or I can't take a compliment. So I appreciate that, bro. Real spit, man. I do. But I think we all, especially those of us who know, we need to understand, man, that we are warriors, man. And it's just what it is, man, for a lot of us. A lot of you are soldiers. You have to understand the ranks of these things. We have to learn, you know, to get to the point where you can lead. That's what warriors do. They lead. They get that, the warrior get that mindset from a man, you know. So I'm a full man, that is a warrior. Let me move on. Appreciate you again, bro. Appreciate you. Raymond Skull, man. He said our melanin makes us one of the world, our melanin makes us one of the wonders of the world. Real spit. You got 8, but they don't throw the melanin in there. That would be the 9th wonder of the world, or it should be the 1st, actually. But doing time, we gain a sense of racial pride and dignity. However, most of us get distracted upon our release. Yeah. Hey, you never lie, Raymond. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. Straight up, bro. When I got home, I had to check myself. One of my first thoughts was, okay, I got to catch up. And I'm telling you, that was erroneous thinking, because it led to bullshit, again, that thought, it leads to distractions that we don't need, especially just getting out. But my mind was like, I got to catch up. And I had to realize that what's gone is gone. There's no catch up. I'm not going to catch back up to that ever. You know what I mean? I think that's some of our issues. We get out, we want to catch up on what we missed. The women, the hanging out, the money, or whatever the case may be. That's the mindset. I went through that. Honestly. And it wasn't until I realized that there was nothing for me to catch up to, for me to be, distracted, chasing something that I would never catch, So that's part of our problem, especially a lot of brothers who do time. I agree with you. I agree. Real spit. Poke goes on to say, Poke says, It's hard to understand with most blacks, but if Noah's son Shem, who was black, ruled over 600 years, we had we had rulership. Yeah. But somewhere down the road, we as a people lost our way. Again, I think again, it's it was what or it was decided that it would be that way, bro. You get it? Again, our thing, um, in every story we hear, especially certain spiritual, religious, biblical stories we hear, all of them are tests, trials, and tribulations before receiving. What I mean, not just the praise. What I mean, you're already embraced and loved by whatever that is that created us, but to overcome the trials or tribulations, what I'm saying, you're exalted on this pedestal. You become the chosen. You met your mark. You did what you were supposed to do. There's a reason for that. But again, through time, um, uh, there are a lot of things that have been thrown at us intentionally. That's just the way I think it was designed for us. You know, it was designed for us to be that way, man. Throughout our history, we've had trials and tribulations, ups and downs, and things of that nature. I think we're in what we would call the final fight now. That's what I think. This is the one that this is the one that gets us to where we're supposed to be. I don't know how long it's going to take. You know, I don't know, but this could be an extension of what came before, millennium ago. I don't know, but I think it was the way it was written that way. It's aligned that way. The power that be decided for it to be that way. Losing our way was a part of this thing, this plan for us. So again, because I think it will help us to understand our worth. You know what I mean? Help us to get to where you have to, in order to find, you lose your way, you find your way. You know what I mean? But in order, we lose ourselves. When we lose ourselves, most of us tend to have to go through some type of get down, some mental thing, spiritual thing, whatever the case may be, to refine ourselves, to find ourselves all over again. I think that is the way it's supposed to be. But we have to understand, again, we're not gonna, our reward, I think, is not what people say it is, the heaven and the hell thing. No, our reward, I think, it's indescribable. I think, our reward, it could be just, us coming to the realization that we are who we are. You know what I mean? That could be our reward, us realizing our true nature, or us realizing what and who we actually came from is the reward, you know. I don't know, man. That's how I see it, man. But this is in our time. These are our trials and tribulations, and we are lost. Our people have been lost, but now is the time, I think, for us to find ourselves, and I think that's what's occurring, and it was designed to be this way. I don't know. All right, but that's what that is. But you go on to say, but somewhere down the road, as people, we lost our way, and that comes from being spiritually disconnected. That could come from being spiritually disconnected, and that can come from um, lack of a better term, uh, the devil being in the way. That could come from the distractions, the many distractions we as human beings are faced with, or we deal with daily, or that affect us. That it could be that as well. But yeah, we are disconnected spiritually. I think that our spirits, I've said this, our souls that are being attacked. We are being attacked spiritually. Our souls, man, are being hunted now. They're they're on our souls now, bro. And then because I think that's what they think. In that way, they think they can get us. But I think, again, our soul's untouchable. you know, not by anyone else. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know. I have thoughts about the soul. It's like, okay, it can become, yeah, it dormant, you know, and it could become dormant based upon all the distractions we face, all the stuff we go through. Our soul, we tend to, you know, just to deal with the distractions, we cut it off. We cut off our connections. Like you said, we're disconnected. It's dormant, man, just based on what we've been going through. But I think that's a mistake for us to do that. And this is why we talk the way we talk, or talk about what we talk about. It's about reconnecting. If you guys have been reading the book Know Thyself, man, it speaks to all this. It speaks about it. Our souls, man, is the light. And I'm telling you, once we know it, we, w- w- once we know it, we come into full contact with it, then we ascend. Then we ascend. But yeah, we have to get in contact with ourselves. We have to reconnect with our souls, man. Those are ancestors too, They got the knowledge. They gonna tell DNA will tell you. The melanin's gonna let you know, we get it right, we connect correctly where we come from and who that is, or what that is that brought us to be. I don't know. But appreciate that comment, Pope. Appreciate it. Lisa Moore. Blessings to you, sister. Peace and love to you and the family as well. She says, blessings, big brother. Peace and love to the 9 tribe. Blessings to the kings and queens in the chat. Good to have you back, sis. We are here. We're up and at it. We're trying to get down with this get down. All right. We're trying to get down with this get down. And by doing that, how we do that is what? We focus on the focus. We have to get our focus on the focus. That's it. That's all. Chris 223. Good to see you and get down, man. Facts. Kimberly. All right. She say, Hoover, hey, hands up. Here in class, learning and trying to learn how to lead our people. Diligence. 100. That's that Black Fish Worldwide 100. That Black Power, that Black World, man. Los Angeles Aboriginal, man, said hard body, God body. We relearning and applying what we were chosen to be and do. That's it, man. The God gene is real, I think. In fact, they wrote a paper on the God gene, man. Somebody wrote a paper on the God gene. And it's going to come to me. And the shit they said in that piece, it wasn't a thesis. I need to remember that. But the God gene, some supposed to be super. Who? Yes, some super intelligent person spoke about the God gene. But when I recall reading it, I saw how that person was holding back on saying who possessed it. I thought like, okay, he holding back. He ain't giving it all up. I don't know. But yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, we got to relearn, man, and then apply what we've learned if we're going to be the chosen people, man. We have to understand that, understand what it takes to be, and not just be it, but represent it, man, and pass it on. We got to help wake up and tap into those coming up behind us so they have it and understand it and apply it. Who Snipe says, caveman, Bigfoot, and the rest of the wood man, wow, man. Yeah. That's where they be back. Well, it kills me how, you hear a lot, people say, well, go back to Africa. Like, no, I'm home. What you talking about? Hey, this is my shit. No, you go back to Europe. How about that? Going back up in them caves. The queens are in the chat, y'all. That's a good look. Kimberly Mitchell said, we're so blessed. This gives me comfort. In the Bible, it says, Usua, caveman, I hate, but Jacob, us, I love. No, at the end, they're going in slavery. And I was saying, we're this type of people, man. And if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. Man, we are the most forgiving and loving people, man, on the face of the earth. You know, I just think that, man. And I say that to say this. When we have risen back to our natural state, to, our rightful places, the human being, man, we going to give people passes. That's just the type of people we are, you know? And I'm in conflict with myself about that, tell the truth, you know? Now, if I'm of God, then I kind of have to think that, okay, wait a minute, then what would God do? You know, you know what I mean? Because God perform one or two ways now. He'll forgive you, he'll get rid of you, So I don't know, man, how we would treat, those who've mistreated us, man. I can't say. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if just I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a conversation worth having, man. But we're gonna have to be real honest about that one. Real honest about that one. Humiliate clown. Excuse me, humiliated clowns. What it do, little one? Good to see you back in this get down. You say finna drink me some Hennessy, and shout out to the people. There you go. I stopped drinking Hennessy years ago, man. I have to say it done something to me. I couldn't understand it, but it affected me. I felt or thought in a negative. It messed me up, man. I stopped drinking that stuff. But maybe after this I'll take a shot, man. But salute, and enjoy that Henny, man. Enjoy that Henny. All right. There you go. Chat is up and running. The group is up and running. James Cash, what it do? I'm sorry, I'm just now getting to you, brother. This thing is up and running as it should. And peace to the chat, man. Salute to the chat, man. Give the sisters their flowers and the brothers their medals. This is what we do. This is Under the Groove podcast. We are touching bases with the people. Here is where we keep everything above board, you guys. Here's where we see no evil, we speak no evil, and what did I say? Here, speak and see no evil. All right, real spit. If we got an issue, yeah, we could bring it to the board, but let's be respectful. All right, let's be respectful. Let's get to the point where we don't always have to attack one another or disrespect, disparage, or humiliate one another to get our point across or to share whatever it is we want to get off our chest. All right. Again, this is touching bases with the people, and this is how we do it. We do it through conversation, we do it through education, we do it through advice and support. This is what we do. I appreciate the chat more than you guys know. All right. That's me. Hey, and it seemed to be the rest of you. Appreciate you all. Real spit. So, hey, James, man, good to see you back, man. He said, Bub, what's good, homie? Love from Compton, my brother. Happy Thursday, OG. Shouts out to the Hoovers. Real talk. Nothing but love and respect to all my people. Black fist up high. One. Black first, y'all. Black one means black first. And I'm telling you, man, I stand on that. Black first. Black first. Mean that. Good seeing you get down, James Cass. Appreciate you coming in, bro. As always. It's a good look to have you amongst us. Your presence, like everybody else's, means a lot. It means a lot. Humiliate clowns. Going to say word of the day. It's easy to hate and kill, and it's harder to love care, and heal. Let me read that again. Humiliate clown said, word of the day. It's easy to hate and kill, and it's harder to love, care, and heal. Real spit. It goes back to what we were talking about, humiliate clowns a couple of weeks ago, where we were discussing how easy it is to just fuck up, not care, and how difficult and hard it is to care, to do right, to do what we're supposed to as men and women, as kings, queens, gods, and goddesses. It's difficult. Real spit, man. It's easy as hell, man, to do all the shit we ain't got no business doing. It's easy for me to, frown up and give a sour look to somebody, man, on some BS. It's easy. It's easy. You ain't never lied. Big Top Banks. Big Top Banks, how you doing, man? I'm trying to remember or recollect. Have you been in this get down before? And if not, hey man, welcome. This is Under the Groove Podcast, man, and you are more than welcome to be a part of this, what we call touching bases with the people. You go on to say that's why they are so scared of us, because they know who we are. Again, they know better than we do. I mean, there's an inherent knowledge in us, I think, but it's on the fringes of the know, you know what I mean, of us knowing and connecting, we know it, we don't understand it. And because we don't understand it, we haven't been able, or we are unable to apply it. You know what I mean? So for some of us, for a lot of us, it's just something we know. It's not something we exercise, but that's a fact. They know better than we do. They know better than we do. And this is why we see the atrocities. We see, the discrimination. We see the injustice that we've seen in our lifetime, and whatever's documented in the annals of history that's been done against us. This is why we see it, because they know. They are in fear. They are in fear. They're in fear. Somebody asked, somebody said in the comments just now, we're going to put their ass in slavery. That's what they fear. That's what they fear. And I just said, I struggle with, when the time comes, what we going to do with them. You know what I mean? They're in fear of brothers thinking and sisters thinking the way we think about how we're going to deal with y'all for this mess. And y'all know who we are. And yet you still commit these atrocities. You still treat us the way you do. Why should we give them a break? Why should we cut them slack? And they know better than us. Nah. Yeah, so I say, man, I struggle with that. But yeah, they are in fear, bro. They are in fear. You have to admit it. Again, that's something I do. Like I say, when I'm on YouTube, I check out a lot of what white people say, because, they're in fear that we're waking up now. And they're saying all kind of stuff now, man. Like, well, I never agreed with what was done to them. You probably wasn't saying that a year ago. You know what I mean? I was all kind of hard R's or whatever the case may be. We were savages and we are ghetto and we're this and that. But now that it's coming to light who we are and what our not just what our contribution to civilization is or society on the whole, but again, who we are, and what we represent. We represent the Godhead. We got the God gene. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh shit, we messed up. Hope they don't do us like we did them. So, but I heard something similar to that on social media today. A bunch of white people just in fear. They don't know what to expect. They don't know what to expect. All of them are ready to go and attack other whites, demand that they give us our respect, and give them that 40 acres and the mule too. I don't want 40 acres and a mule. What the hell? Yeah, I want you gone. Go back to Europe. Go back to Europe. Don't need. Boy, look here. I'm gonna leave it alone. But hey, Big Top Banks, appreciate that comment, man, because it's truth to power. You go on to say this is why we have always been on defense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They've kind of kept us off balance as well, Again, there's a lot at stake. Well, there's a lot that has been in play against us that has kept us on the defense and off kilter, off balance, Again, they know better than us, man. They know better than us. Once we wake up, man, there may be hell to pay. We might forgive. I don't know. I don't know what the collective say, what the Black Power will say, or how it'll go about dealing with it. But I don't know. I want to see it. I'm gonna live to see it. I will live to see it. Put it like that. All right, all right. Raymond Skull says our melanin is a wonder of the world, the number one wonder of the world. Yeah. And then everything we created after that follows. It came from us. So it can be in line with that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Big Top Banks. So he said they're getting it out of our teeth. And now we're talking about melanin. Wow. Hey, damn, that's crazy you say that. I had some teeth pulled about 4 years ago, about 5 years ago. And I knew it was my understanding it was the marrow in the tooth. I thought that's what they call it. The not in the marrow in the bone, but that's in the tooth. Brothers saying it's melanin, but there's some type of substance and it's super powerful that's in the teeth, right? So I tell the dentist, he pulled 2 teeth. I said, man, I want my teeth, right? That moment told me, excuse me, nah, I can't give them to you. I said, what? Man, I reached over and grabbed my teeth, man. I said, these are mine. What are you talking about? You can't give me my teeth. So I left. I have them to this day. So when I left, I was thinking, tooth hurting this year, shot me full of that Novocaine. I was suffering peacefully. I'm saying, now, my mind is working. I'm saying, man, they didn't keep all our teeth. What are they extracting from the tooth? I didn't make the connection with melanin. I just the cells, the stem cells, or something like that. That's what I was trying to connect it to. But it was a thing I felt very good with myself, about myself. I mean, but through the years I've been getting my teeth pulled. I no telling about. There's no telling how many of me they got somewhere. What's that one? That movie Tyrone. They cloned Tyrone. Hey man, damn bro, light went off as soon as you said that they're getting it out of our teeth, dental, our melanin. That makes all the sense in the world, man. And they're synthesizing. They don't even have to synthesize it. Just imagine for how many decades, how long they've been keeping our teeth. That's some, hey man. One thing we got to do, man, when we get back to where we're supposed to be, go get all our teeth back. Go get all our teeth back. In fact, like I said, we need to kick them all out anyway. So anything they got stored in here, man, they don't take with them or anywhere else. We got to go get that too. The Vatican, everywhere. Anyway, the teeth. Damn. Appreciate you in the chat. Big Top Banks. Appreciate you as a part of this group, bro. Yeah. Los Angeles Aboriginal. He goes on to laugh out loud. They trying to get to the cosmos, putting melanin on space shuttles. Real shit. And satellites. What are they up to, man? And see now, for all that they know about us, now they think they can go and escape into our atmosphere and be rid of us. All that radiation up there, it's gonna fry them anyway, man. They ain't going into space to begin with. They're up in the orbit. They in orbit, but to go into space, that lie about going to the moon, that's a lie. They can't, no, man, it's too much radiation, man. They're not gonna be able to sustain that. They ain't got it like that. But they up in the space shuttle doing experiments with our melanin. It's really what they're doing. Los Angeles Aboriginal, that's what he said. Los Angeles Aboriginal said, laugh out loud, they're trying to get to the cosmos, putting melanin on space shuttles. Ain't gonna help them. Trust me, it ain't gonna help them. That radiation, that energy is just gonna burn, because it's gonna connect. It's gonna understand there's no connection with this space shuttle, this space shuttle, and the cosmos. That's where we come from. That's all knowledge up there, man. That's all power. You trying to fool no, you're not gonna be able to fool the cosmos, man. Not with no gimmick like that. That's all I got to say about that. Let them try it. And burn that thing to smithereens. Teron Brooks, he says justice for Trey Reed. All right, Teron Books. Yeah, speak on it, bro. Real talk. Yeah, that was the brother that they found. Yeah, man. Real spit. Justice for Trey Reeves, people. And then all the other brothers and sisters, man, that, these people then got hold of and done away with, man. This is why we supposed to focus on the focus. This is why we should be waking up. This is why we should be up and ready. Protect our people, man. There has to be an accounting for it, Comedic went on to say melanin is tied to rhythm. Let he who understand overstand and take command. It ain't nothing but a jazz thing. I'm gonna read that again. Melanin is tied to rhythm. Let he who understand overstand and take command. It ain't nothing but a jazz thing. Hmm. Hmm. All it, man. Shit, man. Creators, man. Shoot. Thank you for that comment too, brother. Made me have to go get me some Miles Davis, some Coltrane, Thelonious Monk. Let him go, man. I might hit a little weed tonight. I don't know. Shit. Get it in, man. Get it in. All right. Los Angeles Aboriginals say, Bub, one of our warrior priest kings, like we had in Belize. Speak on it. We had all kind of warrior kings, man, and queens. I'm gonna tell you something too, y'all. And I'm pretty sure most would agree. They've done our sisters way worse than they've done us because they know, you know, they are the bearer of mankind. They are hmm, the damn. I can't find a word for it, man. They are the creators. They are the creators. And I tell people, see, I had a conversation with somebody, that old stupid thing. Who came first, the chicken or the egg? Right? Like, man, all right, shut the hell up, man. Idiotic question. But listen, she is first. Brothers, y'all hear me? She is first. She is first. She was first. Respect. It's where we come from. This is who we come from. Her. She is first. Not was. She is. All right, I'm getting a call. Right quick. All right. Yeah. Yeah, man. So um, I'm saying that in response to Los Angeles Aboriginal speaking about, our warrior priest kings and the like, we had sisters, man, throughout history, stumped down, was with the get down, was with the get down, you know. And speaking of, we just lost one. We just lost one of our warrior queens, man, recently, man, Asada Shakur. Again, man, one of our treasures right there. She was our treasure, man, one of our treasures. But we God and goddesses, man, goddesses and gods, kings and queens, women and men, real spit. James Cash, man, he said, I'm only down with those down with the black fist. Hey, truth to power, homie. We have to look again. There are certain squares. Some of us have to make decisions. You got to, some of these we got to, hey man, for real. Where do you stand? You know, I can dig that, brother. I can dig that. Who Snipe, man, says the Belize should remember. Excuse me. The Belize should remember who they are. That war was over 50 years and just ended in the early 1900s, like 1911 or 12. Speak on it, bro. A lot of people don't know. Poke Mitchell goes on to say, Bub, I'm definitely a better man today than I was in previous years. And that street life came with a lot of tests. But the test based on strength. The test is based on the strength of your fight. Real spit. Real spit. Also on not just the strength of your fight, I want to add, but also, man, the understanding of the experience. You know what I'm saying? How we, what we learned from the test, we were confronted with. You know, man, real spit, man. Humiliate clowns, Hoover Hay to the enthusiasts. Black Fist won, y'all. Real spit. Poke, continue. Sorry about that, Poke. I didn't see a continuation. So let's go back, man. Bub, I'm definitely a better man today than I was in the previous years. And that street life came with a lot of tests, but the tests based on strength of your fight always gave you strength and revealed the truth, which made you wiser, which leads, there you go, which adds to real leadership is where we lack it. Yeah. You guys remember the saying, there's a saying that I used to clown with the loved one, the homeboy Tank from 9-4. Adversity doesn't build character, or what, how does it go? Adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. That was a saying. And I think there's another way it go. Adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. And there's another one. Damn, I forgot. But anyway, there's another way to put it. It's just, it's twisted around, whatever. I used to clown with the homie and say, yeah, man, I invented that saying. Adversity, yeah. I used to clown with him. He looked at me like, man, who the fuck you think you talking to? But me and the homie used to be up in there, man, chopping it up, man, have, lessons, man, educating. We need more, though. We need more.
The Rams game going into overtime with the Niners.
Oh, so I just got word that the Rams and the Niners went into overtime. I'm a Niner fan. Bang, bang, Niner gang. And I know it's a lot of Ram fans. My family is filled with Ram fans. Though if they're in overtime, I'm not even going to go look. Who won?
They go 22-23. They in overtime right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Go Niners. Go Niners. See, this is the run. This is who get to run the division. You know what I mean? Niners always ran the division, but they always get tested by the Rams. Oh my God. Go Niners. Need my boys to step it up. We lost that game last week. Shouldn't have. Say it again.
I'm gonna go Rams.
Yeah, we already know. Moderator, the mediator over there told me, I go Rams. It didn't sound strong at all. Bang, bang, Niner gang. No. I know. Yeah, man. Yeah, so hey, listen, y'all, we in this thing, man. Like I said, man, it's truth to power in this get out, y'all. The truth is our power, man. Our power is in the truth. Either or. Raymond Skoll said, am I on Facebook? Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Yeah, but not on Under the Groove podcast. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm my personal account, I don't really use it. I don't really mess with Facebook like that. But yeah, I'm on there. I'm on there. But again, not under Bub or Under the Groove though. Okay, Poke Mitchell, you said touching bases with the people. First show. 5 100s. No, man, Big Top Banks, thank you. Thank you. And we, just the fact that you shared that with us, man, the way you did. Like I say, man, I'm gonna learn to the day I die. That's a fact. The fact that you dropped that the way you did and it clicked the way that was a jewel, man. I picked that thing up and I'm running with it. That's where they getting it from. Real spit, man. Real spit. And they always, damn, it tripped me out, man. That dentist was adamant about me not getting my teeth. I had to literally reach over and grab my teeth. you know. And I think if he thought he could have called the police on me, he would have called the police on me talking about I'm taking something don't belong to me. I mean, you don't get out of here. But yeah, brother, thank you for that, man. And please come back. All right. Just your presence did a lot, man. For me. I can't speak for no one else, but I appreciate you coming here and putting that in this get down, bro. Every Tuesdays and Thursday, people, 6:15 to wherever we say, or whenever I get that text or that call, say, okay, where are you? That's how long we'll be up and running. But this is Under the Groove Podcast, and this is, and you are a part of Touching Bases with the People. This is where we keep everything above board, man. Solid, rock solid, all right? Also, this is where we focus on the focus, and we get out with the get out. It's just what it is, y'all. And just what it is. And I appreciate you enjoying the podcast, brother. Thank you. The Caste War of Yucatan, 1847, 1915. Mayans War, they settled in Belize. Man. Education, y'all. Education. Los Angeles Aboriginal going to say in response to Hoover Snipes' comment, he said, Snipe, I don't know if the war over. Maybe a battle, but we've been at war since Spain came to the West and still dealing with the people, with the Pope's Inquisition. Truth to power, man. He said, Snipe said, ain't we forgot? James Cass says, Snipe, much love and respect, man. Y'all had that conversation, man, like y'all always do. Appreciate seeing that shit. Hey, Big Top Bay say, no, they will not let you have your teeth. You have to take them. I swear that's what I did. I have the teeth to this day. They gonna tell. Matter of fact, he told me some shit like, "Oh no, if you hand them their germs on them, and they can make you sick and some shit like that." I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. I put them suckers right in my pocket. I'm liable to come and bring them, show them to the chat, man. I ain't lying, man. Oh man, yeah, you have to take them. Man, that's how I feel. The dentist, look, man, that's crazy. And I said this that I'm driving home. I'm like, they work for the people. They are collecting and gathering our DNA through these teeth, man. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't put my finger on it exactly. I said maybe they're trying to get stem cells, black stem cells. I did not connect the melanin factor to that. They ain't going to no Mars, sister. Hey, Kimberly, they ain't going to no Mars. They ain't going no. They ain't going nowhere. We're gonna send their ass right back to Europe. That's where they going. Yeah, man. Raymond Scholes, this is a good point, a good comment he made. He said, I think our people should begin to learn AI. Eventually, they will use AI against us if we fail to get ahead of them. If we fail to get ahead of them. Yeah. They're gonna use, I think right now they're pretty upset about the AI that's up and running, especially at Chat GPT. They're working on a new version. I bet you $1 to a donut, not just the computer, to say whatever they want to put in its brain to say, but AI instilled or implied or put into robots, cyborgs or whatever you want to call them. I think they're going to use AI against us sooner rather than later. So that's some good advice for us to learn AI. My wife is on AI. She does that stuff, man. She be telling me, you got to learn this. You got to learn. I'm not tech savvy, and I think that's what it is for me. Sometimes I want to look like, damn, man, I don't know, it's ignorant as hell. But I understand that that's something I'm going to have to get over because, it's imperative for us to learn all these systems, especially when it comes to technology and how or what that technology can do to us if we're not aware of it. So I agree with you on that, brother, and with my wife. James Cass said, man, the woods would never have the backbone to face the real. You know the truth, man. That's exactly what it is. Los Angeles Aboriginal said they can't break the firmament. Only our Merkaba, God body can ascend. That's what I'm saying, shit. That's all I'm saying, man. This ain't for nobody else, man. That's why we the only ones with it. That's why we're the only ones with it. No one else can do this, man, but us. No one else has been not appreciated, man, but exalted like us. We are the ones. We are the ones. James Cash going to say, man, I appreciate you, OG. That's 1,000%. But I'm knowing we on limited time to save our people. I do worry sometimes, big homie, but it doesn't deter from the mission overall. No one is bigger than black. Truth to power, man. Uh-oh. Michelle Hall included in the group chat, you guys are warrior queens. Amina of Zaria, circa around 1533 to 1600. Queen Nzinga Mbamde, circa around 1583, 1663. Yaa Asantawa, she's from Ghana. 1840 to 1921. Warrior queens. Los Angeles Aboriginal going to say peace to our Empress, Candace. I think that is Candace. Would that be Queen Candace? Candace or Candace. California named after our Amazonian Wonder Woman, Woman, and it's something in Revelation and in the Bible about a womb man clothed in the sun. Let me read that again. Peace to our Empress, Candace. I want to say Candace. It don't look like Candace though. Candace. Okay, peace to our Empress Candace, California named after our Amazonian Wonder Womb man. I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied on that because I've seen that before. The womb man. Yeah. That's where woman come from. Anyway, and it's something in Revelation in the Bible about a woman clothed in the sun. Something about Revelation. And I read Revelations a couple times. Yeah. I need to find that passage in Revelations. A woman, and a womb man clothed in the sun. That's deep. Ooh, somebody put it there. Revelations 12, chapter 12, verse 1. A divine empress mother. Oh, it's there. Thank you, bro. Los Angeles Aboriginal. There it is again, y'all. Man. Where you putting Go Rams up in here? Who does that? All right, G. Foster said, what's the word, bub? Hey, man, everything is everything. There's been a grand rising today, man. For everybody that's in this get down, we have to acknowledge that a grand rising has occurred. All right. We are under the groove, bro. You know, this is what is happening. This is the word, man. This is where we, keep everything above board, homie. Everything is everything. We are focused on the focus. Glad to see you in this get down with this get down. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for showing up. Yeah. He said, I got some G unks from Hoover. All right, man. Probably know him too. He said my grandmother lived on his first and fig for 50 years. Wow. It's a long time. Long time. Alonzo Johnson, how's it going, bro? There we go. There you go. And good evening to you as well, bro. Good evening to you as well. Yeah, James, you got a point. This digital era is something else. But see, you know, it's funny you think about it. Remember when computers and stuff first came out, and there was that what they call the computer divide, where black homes or households didn't have computers. Where one you weren't able to afford them. You know what I mean? They made them so pricey. A black family had to worry about food, clothes, and shelter before they could a computer. So that created the digital divide. Be quiet, girl.
They won.
Huh?
They won.
Who won?
Niners.
Bang, bang, Niner gang. All right, y'all. All right, Ram fans. That's okay. Y'all might get the next one. Anyway, yeah. There was that what they called the digital divide. And that would, I think, that was also something that was done intentionally. I remember the first computer in a home I seen. My brother, man, my brother by a different mother, Jerry Cohill, all love, homie. You know, out of Crenshaw area. Yeah. At B Dog, man, this my boy, man, loving, man, loving. Um, they had a damn computer in their house, man. And I'm not, I wasn't wise to that shit, man. But what I thought I saw was one of them little compact TVs. You know what I mean? Back in the day, the little bitty ones, like a little bitty Sony TV, so to speak. That was it was like it was built like that. It wasn't a flat screen or nothing like that. But when I walked up on it, I seen the green writing. All the lettering and everything was in green. And so I asked, I said, I was ignorant. I said, what's that? And his sister comes in, so this is a computer. I said, yeah, what you do on it? And she started telling me, But wow, man, that was in 1980. That was in 1980. No. I take that back. I take that back. I take that back. Because honestly, I think I just came home from camp. No, I just came home from Nellis. I just came home from Fred C. Nellis. That was 83, 82, excuse me. 82, 82, 83, one of them. And, so she started, telling me about the computer. But again, that was done in such a way to where black households could not afford computers. So by the time computers were up and running and people were more knowledgeable about them, it wasn't us, you know what I mean? Who were knowledgeable about them or who had them in the homes, That's a fact. But that was done intentionally. There's that digital divide, So when we say, this digital era is crazy, that's part of why it's crazy. It's crazy to us because we lack the understanding and education about computers and what they really can do. I think that's part of it anyway. That's what I think. Alonzo Johnson goes on to say, man, hey, it's good to see you as well, brother. He goes on to say, I am ADOS American descendants of slavery. James Cash, man. He said, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. One, real spit, man. Hit that like button again, y'all. Share this, get out, you guys. Comment. And if you see fit, subscribe. Make it, if it's worth subscribing to you, subscribe. There you go. Man, damn, James Cass said the first time he touched a computer was like 1997. Man, do you understand the gap in that? From you touching a computer to, let's say, some white kid touching a computer, somebody of a different ethnicity, Asian, or, maybe even an Indian person from India or a white person touching a computer. He said, from pagers to flip phones to smartphones to now supercomputers in our pockets. Also trackers, beacons, spy devices, everything we talk about. And, they hear it. And in some instances, they see it. All right. Hey, Corey, please don't do that. All right, Corey's in the chat, man. Appreciate you in the get down, bro. I'd like to make this statement for everybody that's new to Under the Groove podcast. We don't do that here. I like I said to brothers and sisters, man, you guys got dollars. Create you a bank welded closed where you can't get into it, man. Put that money in there, right? because there's gonna come a time you got little ones coming up behind us. Let's start creating funds for them. Let's start donating 5 to the bank for them. You know what I mean? Um, Under the groove, man, the only currency we ask for that we seek, those of you who are in the chat, man, are part of this group. There's our wealth. There's our money. You know what I mean? And I don't mean by whatever YouTube mean a check, because trust me, it's nothing. It's you guys that matter. You guys, man, is to me, the currency, the thing that make this thing go. You don't owe me nothing. You don't owe this get down, this platform, nothing. It owes you. This is why we're here. You know what I mean? So, brother, much respect, much love. Appreciate you. Don't do that no more, brother. All right? Because if somebody in Texas right now could took that and did something with it, man. I ran into a sister yesterday. We were at Chase. I had to stop at the bank. So the sister just sitting here, man, on the ground, man, by the ATM. When I was putting up parking, I watched. I parked and I watched. People just walk by and you could see her speaking to them. And, no doubt in my mind, she was asking for money. Now, from where I'm sitting, I couldn't see her whole attire, how she was dressed, but I noticed she was deceivable. Her clothes, they wasn't on right, and I could see that they were kind of, old or whatever. So when I got there, the sister, she needed a bath or whatever the case may be. But she said, hey, I'm hungry. So I said, is that what you said to everybody? She said, yeah. She said, I'm hungry. Can you spare some change? They had the ATM. They ignored her, completely ignored her. And they fucked with me. It fucked with me, man. It fucked with me. Excuse my language, y'all. But I went back to my truck and I keep this thing for my truck gang change is quarters. Quarters and I keep and I've been collecting that shit for like 2 months, And I looked at the sister. The sister, she wasn't no, how you can tell somebody on drugs, you know what I mean? But at that point, I didn't care, you know what I mean? So I gave her everything in the thing, man. I told her when she was telling me, she was hungry. I said, okay, let me go in here. So I come, I got you. Came out, boom, boom. I said, come on, and followed me to the truck, gave her the money. I got my truck, leaving. I sat there and I watched her. She went straight right across, right in the parking lot of the bank was this like a place to get something to eat. Went right up in there. I sat there and I waited. She came out, man. She came out eating. She was hungry, man. I'm not hungry, homie. You know what I mean? Not like that. You feel me? So I'm saying that to say, man, give somebody, man, give them something to eat. All right? Just do it like that. Appreciate you, though. All love and respect, homie.
It's almost done.
Okay, I got it. Okay. All love and respect, homie. Appreciate that. Yeah, we need to be politically active now. Every day, man. Every day. See one dead. Damn. Good to see you in the get out, sis. Good to see you in the get out. There's another one, y'all. Yeah. Just evil. Thank you, sister. Yeah, man. Yeah. Man, I appreciate the chat, man. More than y'all know. Appreciate the chat, man. Hey, see one day is happy. I'm happy to see you in the get down as well, sister. All right, it's getting late, you guys. I have to go. I just got my word. I just got word. It's time for me to cut out. I want to say a couple of things though before I go, man. Saturdays we do the book club. All right, we will be there Saturday. I messed up last Saturday. I didn't have, because I changed the day that we do it and the time. I didn't realize there was a new meeting ID and passcode. I didn't realize that. But I realize it now, and it'll be up and running from 11 to 12, 1 hour, people. Saturdays, 1 hour, 11 to 12. Love yourself, man. Don't hate yourself, man, for no reason, nobody. Just love yourself, man. Love yourself so that you can love, that sister that was sitting outside the bank, man, enough to help her, man. Even if it ain't money, you can give her some food for thought. Just help her. help each other. All right. I'm gonna let that go. Just love each other. That's it. That's it. All right. Just take care of yourself so that you can take care of somebody that needs your taking care of, that needs your help, love, and support. You know, power is in the people, man. Give power to the people, man. Those that don't know they have it, man, they help them understand. Help them to tap in. Let's, each one teach one, each one reach one, all right? Let's stay focused on the focus, man, and let's get down with this. Get down, man. All love and respect to the chat. All love and respect to Black Power, man. Power is in the people, man. You have, you are, you will be under the groove. One love, everybody. Take care of yourselves.